What if paper had never been invented? No books, no school notebooks, no newspapers, no paper money. The world you know today would be almost unrecognizable. Every story, every scientific discovery, and every important idea would have to be carved into stone or scratched onto clay. It sounds impossible today, but for thousands of years, that was exactly how humans lived. So how did we go from heavy stone tablets to the simple sheet of paper you're holding today? The invention of paper wasn't just a clever idea, it completely changed human civilization forever. Long before paper existed, people desperately searched for ways to record information. Ancient Mesopotamians pressed symbols into wet clay tablets, while Egyptians created scrolls from a plant called papyrus. Although papyrus looked similar to modern paper, it wasn't actually paper. It was made by cutting plant stems into thin strips, laying them in crisscross patterns, and pressing them together. It worked well, but it was expensive, fragile, and difficult to produce. Around the same time, many civilizations also wrote on animal skins, known as parchment. These materials were useful, but they were far from perfect. Humanity still needed something lighter, cheaper, and easier to make. Everything changed nearly 2,000 years ago in ancient China. Around the year 105 AD, a Chinese court official named Kai Lun came up with a revolutionary idea. Instead of using plants or animal skins directly, he collected old fishing nets, worn-out cloth, tree bark, and other plant fibers. These materials were soaked in water until they became soft, then beaten into a thick pulp. The pulp was spread evenly across a flat screen, allowing the water to drain away. As the fibers dried, they naturally bonded together, creating a thin, flexible sheet. For the first time in history, true paper had been born. It was lightweight, inexpensive, and much easier to produce than anything that came before. The invention spread slowly across Asia. Chinese craftsmen carefully guarded the secret for centuries because paper gave them a huge cultural and technological advantage. But history has a way of sharing great ideas. During the Battle of Talas in 751 AD, several Chinese papermakers were captured by Arab forces. They brought the knowledge of papermaking westward, where it spread throughout the Islamic world. Cities like Baghdad became famous for producing high-quality paper, helping scholars preserve mathematics, medicine, astronomy, and philosophy. Libraries grew larger, knowledge spread faster, and education became more accessible than ever before. By the 12th century, papermaking reached Europe. At first, paper was still handmade, and producing a single sheet required patience and skill. Yet demand kept growing because paper was cheaper than parchment. Then, in the 15th century, another invention changed everything once again. Johannes Gutenberg developed the movable type press, allowing books to be printed quickly and in large numbers. Suddenly, paper became more valuable than ever. Books that once took months to copy by hand could now be produced in days. Literacy increased, scientific discoveries spread rapidly, and ideas traveled across continents. Without affordable paper, the Renaissance and the scientific revolution might never have happened.
As populations exploded and education expanded, handmade paper could no longer meet demand. During the Industrial Revolution, inventors developed machines capable of producing enormous rolls of paper continuously. Instead of relying mainly on old cloth, manufacturers discovered that wood could be turned into pulp through mechanical and chemical processes. This dramatically reduced costs and allowed paper to become available to almost everyone. Newspapers, school textbooks, notebooks, maps, magazines, and packaging became part of everyday life. What had once been a rare luxury transformed into one of the most common materials on Earth. Today, billions of sheets of paper are produced every single day. Even in the digital age, paper remains essential for education, art, business, medicine, and countless other fields. Modern papermaking also focuses on sustainability, with recycled paper and responsibly managed forests helping reduce environmental impact. It's incredible to think that one simple invention made from tree bark, old cloth, and fishing nets nearly 2,000 years ago helped preserve human knowledge, spread education, and shape the modern world. The next time you write on a notebook, read a book, or unwrap a package, remember that you're using one of humanity's greatest inventions. A single sheet of paper carries the legacy of thousands of years of curiosity, creativity, and innovation. Sometimes the simplest inventions leave the biggest mark on history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the history of paper, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what human invention should we explore next. See you in the next video.